The day Earth stood still began like any other. Dr. Elena Reyes, lead astrophysicist at NASA's Deep Space Network, was reviewing routine data when an anomaly caught her eye. A massive object was decelerating rapidly as it approached Earth's orbit. Within hours, the truth became undeniable. Humanity was about to make first contact. As governments worldwide scrambled to respond, the alien vessel took up a geosynchronous orbit above the North Atlantic. Its size defied comprehension, a behemoth that dwarfed the International Space Station 1,000-fold. World leaders convened an emergency session of the United Nations, while military forces across the globe were placed on high alert. Captain Jack Harper of the newly formed United Earth Defense Force found himself at the center of the storm. As he strode through the Pentagon's bustling corridors, he couldn't shake the feeling that humanity's fate hung in the balance. "Sir," his aide called out, "the Security Council is waiting." In the war room, tension was palpable. General Maria Chen, Harper's superior, briefed the assembly. "The alien vessel has maintained its position for the past 6 hours. No attempts at communication have been made. Our options are limited, and time is of the essence." As if on cue, screens around the room flickered to life. An alien visage appeared, vaguely humanoid, but with iridescent scales and multiple eyes that seemed to look in all directions at once. The creature spoke, its words translated by an unseen mechanism. "People of Earth, I am Ambassador Zixlax of the Galactic Confederation. We have observed your civilization for centuries, and the time has come for formal contact. We offer you a choice. Join us and reap the benefits of advanced technology and galactic peace, or face isolation in a universe teeming with life. You have one Earth rotation to decide." The transmission cut off, leaving the room in stunned silence. Harper's mind raced. The offer seemed too good to be true, but the alternative was unthinkable. As debates erupted around him, he caught General Chen's eye. They both knew that whatever humanity decided, nothing would ever be the same. Dr. Reyes, watching from NASA headquarters, felt a mix of excitement and dread. The scientific implications were staggering, but the political ramifications could be catastrophic. She began compiling all available data on the alien vessel, determined to uncover any clues about their true intentions. As night fell across the globe, humanity held its collective breath. News of the alien arrival spread like wildfire, causing equal parts wonder and panic. In New York, London, Beijing, and countless other cities, people gathered in streets and squares, their eyes turned skyward. Captain Harper found himself in a secure bunker beneath Washington, D.C., part of a task force assembled to draft Earth's response. Diplomats argued for acceptance, citing the potential benefits. Military leaders urged caution, wary of potential threats. Scientists, including Dr. Rice, patched in via secure video link, pushed for more time to study the situation. As dawn broke, a consensus emerged. Humanity would neither fully accept nor reject the offer. Instead, they would propose a period of cultural exchange and gradual integration. Harper was chosen to deliver the message, his military background balanced by his reputation for level-headedness. Standing before a global audience, with the alien ship looming in the sky above, Harper took a deep breath. "Ambassador Zixlax," he began, his voice steady. "On behalf of the people of Earth, we thank you for your offer. We propose a compromise, a period of mutual learning and gradual cooperation. We have much to offer the Galactic Confederation, just as we have much to learn." Silence stretched for what felt like an eternity. Then, the alien's face reappeared on screens worldwide. "Captain Harper," Zixlax said, its multifaceted eyes glinting, "your proposal is unexpected. The Confederation does not typically allow for such arrangements. However, your species has shown remarkable potential. We will grant you one planetary cycle to prove your worth. Succeed, and you may join us as equals. Fail, and the consequences will be severe." The transmission ended, leaving humanity with a new challenge. 1 year to prove their worth to an advanced alien civilization. As the reality of the situation sank in, Captain Harper turned to General Chen. "Well," he said with a grim smile, "I guess we've got work to do." Dr. Reyes, watching from her lab, felt a surge of determination. This was humanity's chance to shine, to show the universe what they were truly capable of. She began drafting plans for unprecedented scientific collaboration, knowing that every discovery could tip the scales in Earth's favor. As the sun set on the first day of this new era, the people of Earth faced an uncertain future. But in labs, boardrooms, and military bases around the world, a spark of human ingenuity was quickly becoming a blazing fire. The challenge had been set, and humanity was ready to prove that they belonged among the stars. The challenge. 6 months into Earth's probationary period, the initial excitement of alien contact had given way to a grim reality. The Galactic Confederation's challenge proved more daunting than anyone had anticipated. Ambassador Zixlax had presented humanity with a series of increasingly difficult technological and ethical trials, each designed to push the limits of human capability. Dr. Elena Reyes wiped sweat from her brow as she stared at the holographic display before her. The latest challenge from the Confederation was their most audacious yet: develop a method of faster-than-light communication within the next 3 months. "It's impossible," muttered Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, her colleague from JAXA. "Even with the hints they've given us about quantum entanglement, we're years away from a breakthrough." Captain Jack Harper, now liaison between Earth's scientific community and the alien embassy, fought to keep his frustration in check. "We don't have years, Doctor. We have weeks. If we fail this challenge, we fail humanity." The pressure was immense. Previous trials had tested Earth's ability to solve global issues like climate change and food scarcity. Humanity had risen to these challenges, displaying remarkable cooperation and innovation. But this latest demand seemed designed to break them. In New Delhi, a team of engineers led by Dr. Amrita Patel worked tirelessly on a radical new approach to quantum computing. In Rio de Janeiro, physicists pushed the boundaries of our understanding of space-time itself. And in a secret facility beneath the Alps, a joint European task force experimented with technology reverse-engineered from subtle clues in the alien transmissions. As humanity raced against time, tensions with the Galactic Confederation grew. Ambassador Zixlax's patience appeared to be wearing thin. During a global broadcast, the alien diplomat's typically calm demeanor cracked. "Your species shows promise, but promise alone is not enough. The universe is vast and unforgiving. If you cannot meet our standards, perhaps we were mistaken about your potential." The thinly veiled threat sent shockwaves through Earth's leadership. Emergency sessions were called, and resources were reallocated on an unprecedented scale. Every scrap of knowledge, every bit of computing power, every brilliant mind was devoted to cracking the puzzle of faster-than-light communication. Dr. Reyes found herself at the heart of this whirlwind. Her team's work on quantum entanglement had shown the most promise, and now the eyes of the world were upon them. The pressure was immense, but Elena felt a fire burning within her. This was what she had dreamed of since childhood, pushing the boundaries of science, unlocking the secrets of the universe. Late one night, as she pored over test results, a thought struck her. She called Captain Harper immediately. "Jack, I need you to get me access to the alien embassy. There's something I need to see up close." Harper, used to Raya's unorthodox requests, didn't hesitate. Within hours, they stood before the towering alien structure, its surface shimming with an otherworldly iridescence. As they approached, Dr. Raya's handheld scanner began to pick up unusual readings. "Just as I thought," she murmured. "The embassy itself is a quantum communication device. They've been using it this whole time, right under our noses." Harper's eyes widened as he grasped the implications. "So we don't need to invent the technology from scratch. We just need to reverse engineer what's already here." With this breakthrough, the pace of research accelerated dramatically. Teams worldwide collaborated around the clock. piecing together the puzzle of quantum communication. As the deadline loomed, humanity edged closer to a working prototype, but success was far from guaranteed. As Dr. Rice and her team made their final preparations, doubt gnawed at them. Would their device work? And even if it did, would it be enough to satisfy the Galactic Confederation? The day of reckoning arrived. In a specially constructed chamber, before a global audience and under the watchful eyes of Ambassador Zixlax, Dr. Rice initiated the quantum communication device. For a heart-stopping moment, nothing happened. Then, with a surge of energy, a stable quantum link was established with the receiver on the far side of the moon. A cheer went up from the assembled scientists, but Zixlax remained impassive. Impressive, the alien conceded, but hardly groundbreaking for a spacefaring civilization. Captain Harper stepped forward, a glint in his eye. Perhaps a more ambitious demonstration is in order, Ambassador. Dr. Rice, would you care to show our guests the full capabilities of your invention? With a nod, Alina adjusted the device's settings. Suddenly, a holographic image sprang to life. A real-time view of a distant star system, transmitted instantly across vast interstellar distances. For the first time, Zixlax showed genuine surprise. This is unexpected. You've not only met our challenge but exceeded it. Perhaps we underestimated you after all. As news of humanity's success spread, a wave of jubilation swept the globe. They had done it, proven their worth to an advanced alien civilization. But even as celebrations began, Dr. Rice and Captain Harper exchanged a knowing look. This was only the beginning. Humanity had taken its first steps into a larger universe, and the real challenges were yet to come. Human ingenuity unleashed. The successful demonstration of faster-than-light communication marked a turning point in humanity's relationship with the Galactic Confederation. No longer viewed as primitive upstarts, Earth found itself thrust into the cosmic spotlight. But with this new status came even greater challenges and responsibilities. Dr. Alina Reyes, now hailed as one of humanity's foremost scientific minds, barely had time to catch her breath before being swept up in a whirlwind of new projects. The quantum communication breakthrough had opened doors to technologies previously thought impossible. One morning, as she sipped her coffee and reviewed the latest data streams from the Martian colonies, established in record time thanks to alien terraforming techniques, a priority message flashed across her screen. It was from Captain Harper, marked urgent. Alina, we need you at CER immediately. Something big is happening. Within hours, Dr. Rice found herself standing in the control room of the large Hadron Collider, now augmented with alien technology. The energy in the room was palpable as scientists from around the world huddled around displays, their faces a mix of excitement and disbelief. Dr. Tanaka greeted her with a wild grin. Alina, you're not going to believe this. We've done it. We've created a stable micro-wormhole. Reyes' mind reeled at the implications. Wormhole technology had been theoretical, a dream of science fiction. But here it was, a pinprick in the fabric of space-time, sustained by energies they were only beginning to understand. As the team worked to stabilize and expand the wormhole, news of the breakthrough reached the highest levels of government. Captain Harper arrived with a delegation of world leaders, and to everyone's surprise, Ambassador Zixlax. The alien diplomat observed the wormhole with its multifaceted eyes, an unreadable expression on its face. Impressive, Zixlax finally said, a note of what might have been respect in its voice. Few species master such technology so quickly, but I wonder if you truly understand the responsibilities that come with it. Before anyone could respond, alarms blared throughout the facility. The wormhole was becoming unstable, its energy readings spiking dangerously. Dr. Rice sprang into action, her fingers flying over the controls as she fought to contain the growing rift in space-time. We need to shut it down, shouted Dr. Tanaka, panic evident in his voice. But Alina saw another path. Drawing on everything she had learned about quantum mechanics and alien technology, she made a split-second decision. Instead of closing the wormhole, she expanded it. The room held its breath as the rift grew, swallowing up sensors and equipment. For a moment, it seemed as if Alina's gamble had failed catastrophically. Then, just as suddenly as it had begun, the crisis was over. The wormhole stabilized, now large enough for a human to step through. Ambassador Zixlax's normally impassive face showed clear astonishment. "You took an immense risk, Dr. Reyes, one that could have resulted in unimaginable destruction. And yet you succeeded. Perhaps there is more to your species than we realized." In the days that followed, Earth buzzed with the news of the wormhole breakthrough. Scientists and engineers worked around the clock to understand and refine the technology. The possibilities seemed endless: instant transportation across vast distances, exploration of distant galaxies, perhaps even time travel itself. But with these advancements came new dangers. The ability to create wormholes was a double-edged sword, one that could be used for peaceful exploration or as a weapon of unimaginable power. The nations of Earth found themselves grappling with ethical dilemmas on a cosmic scale. Dr. Reyes, hailed as a hero by some and criticized as reckless by others, found herself at the center of a global debate. In a speech before the United Nations, she addressed the fears and hopes of humanity. "We stand at a crossroads," she declared, her voice steady despite the weight of the moment. "The power we now wield could light up the cosmos or plunge it into darkness. It is up to us to choose our path wisely, to use our newfound abilities not for dominance, but for discovery and cooperation." As Alina spoke, Captain Harper watched from the sidelines, a mixture of pride and concern on his face. He knew that humanity's greatest trials were yet to come. The Galactic Confederation was watching closely, evaluating not just their technological progress, but their wisdom in using it. In the depths of space, aboard the massive alien vessel that had first contacted Earth, Ambassador Zixlax composed a report to the Confederation Council. The message was simple but profound. Humanity has surprised us once again. They may yet prove to be the allies we need in the trials to come. As the transmission was sent via quantum link to the far reaches of the galaxy, Earth continued its relentless march of progress. In labs and workshops around the world, human ingenuity burned brighter than ever, fueled by the promise of a universe waiting to be explored. But in the shadows, other forces were stirring. Not everyone saw humanity's leap forward as a cause for celebration. In hidden bases and secret meetings, those who feared change or sought to exploit it for their own gain began to plot. The stage was set for a confrontation that would determine not just the fate of Earth, but potentially the entire galaxy. Dr. Reyes, oblivious to the storm gathering on the horizon, looked up at the stars with a sense of wonder and determination. Whatever challenges lay ahead, she knew that humanity was ready to face them head-on. The age of cosmic exploration had truly begun, and there was no turning back. Tables turned. The gentle hum of the quantum communication device filled Dr. Alina Reyes' lab, a constant reminder of how far humanity had come in such a short time. It had been 18 months since first contact, and Earth was a changed world. Skyscrapers now stood alongside alien architecture, and hover vehicles zipped through the skies of major cities. But beneath the veneer of progress and cooperation, tensions simmered. Captain Jack Harper, now General Harper, paced anxiously in a secure briefing room deep within the Pentagon. Intelligence reports from across the globe painted a troubling picture. "Dr. Reyes," he said, addressing the holographic projection of the scientist, "we have a situation. Our deep space monitoring stations have detected unusual activity in the Kuiper Belt. It appears the Galactic Confederation isn't being entirely forthright with us." Alina's brow furrowed. "What kind of activity?" "Construction," Harper replied grimly. "Massive in scale. Our best analysts think they're building some kind of superstructure, but its purpose is unclear." Before Alina could respond, alarms blared throughout the facility. Harper's aide burst into the room, face pale. "Sir, we're detecting multiple wormhole signatures in near-Earth orbit. It's an invasion fleet." The next hours were chaos. Alien ships, far more numerous and advanced than anything humanity had seen before, poured through massive wormholes. But they weren't Confederation vessels. These ships were sleek, black, and radiated an aura of menace. Ambassador Zixlax's face appeared on screens worldwide, its usual composure shattered. People of Earth, we owe you an apology and a warning. The Confederation is under attack by an ancient enemy we thought long defeated, the Void Collective. They seek to harvest your world's resources and enslave your population. We cannot help you directly without risking full-scale galactic war. You must defend yourselves. As panic spread across the globe, Dr. Rice and her team raced against time. The quantum communication device hummed louder, its circuits pushed to the limit as it coordinated Earth's defenses. But it wasn't enough. The Void Collective's technology was too advanced, their numbers too great. In the skies above New York, Captain Sarah Chen of the Earth Defense Force fought a losing battle. Her squadron of fighters, retrofitted with alien tech, was no match for the invaders' devastating weapons. As she watched another of her pilots vanish in a ball of flame, a desperate idea formed. Dr. Reyes, she shouted into her comms, dodging enemy fire, the wormhole generator at CERN. Can you use it to create a defensive barrier? Helena's mind raced, calculations flashing through her consciousness. It's never been attempted at that scale. But yes, theoretically it's possible. But the energy requirements would be enormous. General Harper, coordinating the global defense from his command center, made a snap decision. Do it, Doctor. Divert all power to CERN. We'll buy you as much time as we can. What followed was humanity's finest hour. As Void Collective forces pressed their attack, people around the world rallied. Power plants redirected their entire output to CERN. Civilians volunteered to manually operate critical systems. Scientists and engineers worked feverishly to modify the wormhole generator for its new purpose. In orbit, the battered remnants of Earth's fleet fought with desperate courage. Captain Chen's bold tactics kept the enemy off balance, but it was a losing battle. Just as all seemed lost, a brilliant light erupted from the surface below. A massive wormhole blossomed around the planet, its swirling energies forming an impenetrable barrier. Void Collective ships slammed into it, disintegrating on impact. Within minutes, the invasion was halted. As the dust settled, humanity held its collective breath. They had survived, but at what cost? The wormhole barrier had drained Earth's resources to the brink. Major cities lay in ruins. Millions were dead or injured. But from the ashes of near defeat, a new spirit emerged. Humanity had faced a threat of cosmic proportions and emerged victorious. They had proven themselves not just to the Galactic Confederation, but to themselves. Ambassador Zixlax, speaking from an emergency bunker, addressed the world once more. People of Earth, you have accomplished the impossible. In the face of overwhelming odds, you not only survived but triumphed. The Confederation acknowledges your strength, your ingenuity, and your right to stand as equals among the stars. As cheers erupted around the globe, Dr. Rice and General Harper shared a weary but triumphant smile. They knew the road ahead would be challenging, but humanity had earned its place in the galactic community. In the days that followed, Earth began the long process of rebuilding. But this time, they did so with the full support and resources of the Galactic Confederation. The quantum barrier, a testament to human ingenuity, became a subject of study for scientists across the galaxy. Captain Chen, hailed as a hero for her actions during the battle, was appointed as Earth's first representative to the Confederation's military council. Her experiences would shape galactic defense strategies for generations to come. As for the Void Collective, their defeat at Earth marked the beginning of the end for their empire of terror. Other species, inspired by humanity's stand, rose up against their oppressors. A new era of galactic cooperation was dawning. Dr. Rice, standing atop the rebuilt CERN facility, gazed up at the stars. The quantum barrier shimmered faintly in the night sky, a constant reminder of how far they had come and how far they had yet to go. With a smile, she turned back to her lab. There was still so much to discover, so many new frontiers to explore. Humanity had taken its place among the stars, not as conquerors or subjects, but as equals. The universe, vast and mysterious, awaited their next move. A new era begins. 5 years had passed since the Void Collective's failed invasion of Earth. The scars of battle had faded, replaced by the marks of progress and interstellar cooperation. Earth, once an isolated blue marble in the cosmic ocean, now stood as a shining beacon of innovation and resilience in the Galactic Confederation. Dr. Elena Reyes, her hair now streaked with gray, stood before a holographic display in the newly constructed Terran Institute of Cosmic Studies. The building itself was a marvel, a fusion of human and alien architecture that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Around her, scientists from a dozen different species worked in harmony, their diverse minds focused on unlocking the universe's deepest secrets. The quantum fold drive is ready for its first test, Dr. Reyes announced Zixtel, a young Confederation engineer whose species resembled a cross between an octopus and a crystal formation. Shall we begin the countdown? Elena nodded, a mixture of excitement and apprehension coursing through her. The quantum fold drive was humanity's latest breakthrough, a propulsion system that could traverse vast interstellar distances in the blink of an eye. If successful, it would revolutionize space travel and exploration. As the test began, Elena's mind wandered to how much had changed. The quantum barrier that once protected Earth had evolved into a galaxy-wide defense network, safeguarding countless worlds from threats like the Void Collective. Earth's wormhole technology had been refined and expanded, creating a vast network of instantaneous travel routes that bound the Confederation closer together. But it wasn't just technological advancements that marked this new era. Cultural exchange flourished on an unprecedented scale. Alien literature and art found eager audiences on Earth, while human music and films became sensations across the galaxy. Languages merged and evolved, giving birth to new forms of communication that transcended species boundaries. In the political sphere, humanity's influence had grown exponentially. General Jack Harper, now serving as Earth's representative on the Confederation High Council, had become a respected voice in galactic affairs. His experiences during the Void Collective invasion provided valuable insights into defense strategies and crisis management. Captain Sarah Chen, decorated hero of the Battle of Earth, had risen to command the Confederation's rapid response fleet. Under her leadership, the fleet had become a symbol of hope and security for worlds on the galactic frontier. A cheer erupted from the control room, snapping Elena back to the present. The quantum fold drive test had been a resounding success. A probe equipped with the new technology had journeyed to the Andromeda Galaxy and back in mere minutes, a voyage that would have taken millions of years with conventional faster-than-light travel. As celebrations broke out around her, Dr. Rice felt a tap on her shoulder. She turned to find Ambassador Zixlax, looking as inscrutable as ever despite the years that had passed. "Congratulations, Elena," the alien diplomat said, using her first name, a sign of the friendship that had developed between them. "Once again, humanity has surpassed our expectations. The Confederation owes much to your species' unique perspective." Elena smiled, detecting the hint of warmth in Zixlax's tone. "We've all come a long way, Ambassador. None of this would have been possible without the Confederation's guidance and trust in us." Their conversation was interrupted by an urgent message. A holographic projection of General Harper appeared before them, his expression grave. "Elena, Zixlax, we need you at Confederation headquarters immediately. Long-range sensors have detected something unprecedented at the edge of known space." Within the hour, key leaders from across the Confederation had assembled in the Grand Council chamber. The atmosphere was tense as Harper presented the findings. "Our quantum sensors have detected a massive object approaching the galaxy at incredible speed," he explained, bringing up a holographic display. "It's like nothing we've ever encountered. a structure the size of a solar system, but artificial in nature. Murmurs of concern rippled through the assembled delegates. Ambassador Zixlax stepped forward, its multifaceted eyes gleaming with a mixture of fear and curiosity. In all our recorded history, we've never encountered anything like this. We may be facing a civilization far more advanced than our own. As theories and speculations flew around the room, Dr. Rice studied the data intently. Something about the object's energy signature seemed familiar, yet impossibly alien at the same time. Then, with a jolt of realization, she understood. "It's us," she said, her voice cutting through the chaos. All eyes turned to her as she continued, or rather, it's what we might become. The energy patterns, the quantum fluctuations, they're consistent with our most advanced theories about the evolution of intelligent life. This isn't an alien civilization. It's a future version of ourselves. The room fell silent as the implications sank in. They stood on the brink of contact, not with an alien species, but with their own distant descendants, evolved beyond current comprehension. General Harper was the first to break the silence. If Dr. Rice is correct, we're about to face the greatest challenge and opportunity in the history of all our species. The question is, are we ready? As discussions erupted anew, plans being formulated and debated, Alina found herself staring out at the star-filled sky. The universe, it seemed, had many more surprises in store. Humanity and their allies in the Confederation had come so far, but their journey was far from over. Whatever lay ahead, be it peaceful exchange, incomprehensible revelations, or challenges beyond imagination, they would face it together. The spirit of curiosity, cooperation, and determination that had brought them this far would light their way into an uncertain but thrilling future. As the glow of distant stars filtered through the quantum barrier, bathing the council chamber in soft light, Dr. Alina Reyes allowed herself a small smile. The next chapter in the cosmic story was about to begin, and humanity was ready to turn the page.